Of the Great War of the Ring, many songs have been sung and many tales told. The names of heroes like Gandalf the Grey, Aragorn the King, and Frodo the Ring-Bearer are greatly revered, and rightly so. Yet Sauron's grasp stretched much further than the lands of Gondor and Rohan alone, and his forces might have done great evil in the north of Middle-earth, had a handful of heroes not stood in his path. Their stories, too, deserve to be told. Pay heed now to one such tale, which begins here in the town of Bree, just a few short days before Frodo arrived on his quest.
Aragorn.
Eredon, well met. And in company with Andriel of Rivendell and Farin of Erebor. An unlikely trio to find walking through the doors of the Prancing Pony. You were at Sarn Ford last I knew. Do you bear news from Halbarad?
Yes. Grim news.
I feared it would be so. Quickly, tell me what has happened, but keep your voices low. There are unfriendly ears, even here in Bree.
3 days passed. The guard at Sarn Ford was attacked by 9 Black Riders.
Stand fast, Rangers!
We were overwhelmed, and the enemy passed into the Shire.
This is worse than I imagined. I know these riders. It is from Mordor they come. Our folk had not hoped to stand against the 9 together. How bad were our losses?
Very bad. We tried to resist them, but they were surrounded by an aura of unnatural dread.
There is more you should know. After the rout, one of the Black Riders met with an ally, a man of great malice and power.
As our master commanded, I have stirred up the orcs of the mountains. Even now I have a force gathering amid the ruins of Old Fornost.
Return at once and prepare your forces. We will have need of them soon.
My orcs will be ready. These lands have known peace for too long. They will soon feel the Dark Lord's wrath.
If this Agandaur has a force at Fornost, then our position grows all the more desperate.
But why all this force against the peaceful halflings? It can't be the enemy sees them as a threat.
I will say this much. There is a hobbit of the Shire who should be coming this way with a great burden. If it falls into the hands of the enemy, it will mean doom for us all. Now this hobbit is adrift on the road with enemies all around. I must find him before they do. And I need you to help me keep him safe.
You are my chieftain. I will gladly do whatever you command.
I'm a part of this now as well.
Then we 3 are of one mind. How can we aid you?
We must reduce the threat from the enemies gathered at Fornost. Travel there and do whatever you can to keep the enemy's eye turned towards you and away from the Shire.
Perhaps we will have help in this task. Eladan and Elrohir were in the north when last I heard. Any gathering of the enemy is certain to attract their attention.
Good. You could find no better allies than the sons of Elrond half-elven.
I hope we meet. But with or without help, the enemy will be kept busy. We'll make sure of that.
These people seem to have no notion of the dangers that threaten them.
Welcome to Bree. You're a stranger around here. May I ask you a few questions?
Questions? Concerning what?
We hear a lot of talk from travelers these days. Most of them speak of war and of a growing shadow in the east. The townsfolk just dismiss this. Say it's far away.
There is much to...
I was afraid of that.
What do you intend?
I'd like to arrange for arming the town. We'll need more.
Perhaps I should...
It's worth a try.
I shall speak with... I have a few questions, if I may, Aragorn.
Shh. Here in Bree, there is no Aragorn. Only Strider the Ranger.
What can you tell...
Fornost was once a great city. The ruins...
So Agendour chose...
What have we here? A stranger in town. A stranger's just what I'm looking for. Interested in a little harmless pastime? It's time to make some money from it.
What sort of pastime did you have in mind?
Why, nothing more than a simple game of riddles is all. I love a good game of riddles.
I must be on my way.
Oh, my. Bless me if it isn't an elf maid right here in my inn. And pretty as a flower and all. It's been ages and ages since we had anyone like you in the Prancing Pony. It's an honour. That's what it is. An honour. Plain and simple. Oh, but listen to me prattle on. What can I do for you, lady?
What news do travellers bring of late?
Lately, the talk's mostly about trouble away to the south. Seems like there may be war or some other calamity brewing down there.
I may have need of a few things before...
Well, we have... If it's repairs you need, try Elmond Brushwood up.
I must be on my...
So,
There is little in the way of art or gardens in Bree. I wonder if the towns of men are always so...
Well, bless me. If it isn't an elf walking right into my shop like something from an old tale. Welcome, welcome. What can I do for you? I hope you have a trinket or two you would be willing to sell. Nothing as wonderful as elf-made goods.
Well now, if you don't mind my saying so, you don't...
I have a favor to ask of you.
A favor? What sort?
These people have... the days of...
I'll not...
not...
It'll take more than a few sensible folk to make it worth my time. These people...
They will learn quick.
You're right.
You have made the right choice.
Did you speak with Groff? What did he say? Will he bring us weapons?
I was able to convince him.
Excellent. My only concern now is...
How so?
I could...
I will bear that... This is Fornost, yet I see no sign of the enemy.
These ruins could hide a large army. We might even now be under the gaze of unfriendly eyes.
Well, we came to provide a distraction for Aragorn, and what better way to do that than walking in the front door? Let's be about it.
Foul creatures! The very thing I need.
I'm badly hurt!
Calm now, dwarf. There are still foes to defeat.
Much appreciated, friend.
On your guard! There are yet more of them! This bloom is beautiful, and useful as well.
Now!
This will prove useful. Here is something I can make use of.